So, had a slight mishap in the field with a microphone malfunction. So this isn't me standing very still. This is a still shot, so I can overdub my intro. So here we are on a large arable permission. The harvest has started, so the field behind me is the first to get cut. So on some stubble to start with. See how we get on. What I've drawn out with me today. Weather's not great, so I'm only going to get for a little bit, just to get some pictures of the cornfields and things. But always nice to have a play when you get the opportunity. And the other thing we're trying out today is a new set of headphones. So these are the low latency Bluetooth headphones I got from AliExpress. They were on a ridiculous deal after all the discounts. Including postage and packing, they were down to, I think I paid 26 quid in total. They look like a real nice piece of kit when I was doing the unboxing and things, but we'll see how they work when connected to the Rutus. One thing you can guarantee with the tcDetects video is we will usually start with a button. So there you go. First signal, button. And since the last clip, I've had about 10 or so bits of green waste, which isn't ideal, but sort of par for the course for this particular field. And then this came up, which is a sort of, I thought when I first saw it, so I first saw this side of it, I thought that's a coin. But then you look at the thickness and the weight of it, clearly lead of some description. I wonder if it's a... It's got nothing on it that I can see, but I wonder if it's a hem weight maybe that doesn't have the normal couple of holes in it. I'll clean it later, see if there's anything on it that would give us a better clue. Right, new field. Farmer texted me about this morning. I've worked out which one it is, just rang him, just treble check that I didn't end up trespassing in the wrong field. So we're going to give this a whirl for a little bit, see how we get on. And inevitably change fields, and the first find for the new field is a button. Now this one looks to be pewter and does look to have some form of pattern on it, so let's clean that up later. Been clipped on the side, don't think that was me, but yeah, a pewter patterned button. There's what changing fields can do. 2 signals, 2 actual things. So the second after the pewter button is what looks like a small medallion, maybe a St. Christopher, something like that. Looks like it's copper though, so it's not like it doesn't seem to have retained the pattern. Clean it up later, see if we can ID it any better, but there you go. Second dig for this field, and another ding. And the next 2 finds are also buttons, but again, I'm sure you can see they are older buttons, more age to them, and I've not had any green waste on this field either. So far, just buttons, but old buttons. So I'm holding that and running with it. And the next find is what looks like a coin. It's very battered, unfortunately, so I'm not sure I'm going to get anything off it, but possibly a pre-decimal farthing, one of the Georges. That's a decent signal. I flicked it out with the clod. It's in the mid-70s, decent line. See if we can do this live. Down here somewhere. Yeah, very tiny little thing here. Is that a button or a coin? Let's see. I mean, that is absolutely miniature. Could be a tiny little hammered. Let me clean it up, see what it is. And the simple answer is, I don't know. It has the right size and thinness for a very small hammered. A few fields over I've had one of that size before, but it's not cleaning up like a hammered, so maybe it's not. And next up is another pewter button. I know it's only another button, not unusual for TC, but got some age to it like the other one. And this is, what, 3-4 signals on this field. All of them have been something. No scrap, no green waste, and I've done literally about a 30-foot square so far. So the new field is looking very promising. It's also massive as well, which is very interesting covering this. I think the farmer said he's doing some drainage work on it, so it might actually be available for an extended period. So you may see me in this field in the coming weeks. Not only did I film this one live, but I did do the audio live as well. And then an aeroplane flew overhead, so that sort of ruined it. So I'm re-recording again. So this was a decent signal, and I filmed it using my gimbal connected to my spade in a sort of monopod style. And then we found a silvered button. Of course, another button, TC, what else would you expect? It was nice and silvered, and it continued the streak for this particular field in terms of the fact that all of the finds were finds. There was virtually no trash in the field, nothing coming up other than, you know, relatively old buttons, coins, and, well, one cracking find, which you'll see very shortly. Well, this field is proving to be pretty good so far. On to my next find, and I think it's a bucket lister for me. I've had thimbles, including some nice medieval ones, before. One really nice one from this permission, but this one, pretty damn sure. Yep, silver thimble, crushed unfortunately, but nice little silver thimble. And this is it cleaned up, so it's cleaned up rather nicely. There's a sort of fern pattern on the bottom rim of it. It is very small, wouldn't fit on anything other than small or maybe child's fingers, but yep, there you go, one silver thimble. So, thoughts on the new headphones. So the Mixcder E9 Pros, which are low latency, and I'm using an MPOW low latency transceiver as well, connected to the Rutus, so everything is low latency. The headphones are great, I have to say. Really good sound, arguably better than the Minelab ones I was using, the ones that I use with my Equinox as well. They have a special feature on these that actually shows a little blue light when they're connected in low latency mode rather than just normal Bluetooth mode, so that's good if you want to check out your transceiver or the connection itself. They also have active noise cancellation that you can switch on and off, so if you're in a noisy field next to a road, or you've got aeroplanes overhead, then they work with that as well. Fantastic bit of kit for 26 quid.